What is going on, guys? Welcome to 100% Chelsea, and we are doing a hangover review and going over hangover. Woo! Yeah. Hi, Laurenz.
Hello, mate. How are you?
You know what? I'm not feeling too bad. I'm feeling pretty decent. I'm tired, but feeling all right. What about you?
I'm great, mate. Like after that, I just couldn't really be happier. Smashed Leicester, smashed United with Mourinho. Couldn't be any happier, if I'm honest.
I'm really happy with it. It's definitely something which is pretty decent, pretty sharp. Know what I mean? But yeah, it's a very I don't really know how to feel about it because should we talk about going into the game first? How are you feeling going into it all? Because I was feeling a bit indifferent. Like it was kind of obviously you had Matthew Harden and all of that, and you had there was Mourinho coming back here as well. It felt a bit weird. I know it was Manchester United, but I was still like, I don't know. I felt on the edge.
Yeah, me too. Like on the day, I was buzzing and properly shitting myself before the game. I don't know. It was just like, I mean, I was quietly confident that we were going to win. I mean, obviously, I never thought we were going to smash them 4-0, but I was quietly confident that we were going to win. But it was just a bit of a strange feeling, like Mourinho coming back, and like, I don't know. It was just a bit weird, but yeah, thankfully turned out all right.
But yeah, it did. It turned out a bit better than all right because we went into it thinking it was going to be a draw. But I'm not even joking. With Laurenz, I don't know if any of you have as well. Have you noticed how many times he says "unbelievable" in all of his reviews? Because the first time I met you, you must have said "unbelievable" about 50 times in the space of an hour.
Well, as long as I don't say as often, because like I keep saying it, people are complaining about it. I can't get rid of it.
It's like and unbelievable. So literally, that's
unbelievable.
I think from now on we should do an unbelievable count. Artemoto is taking the mickey, saying unbelievable as well.
We should just call it unbelievable review. Not
unbelievable. No, it's a hangover, man. If you've got a hangover, it's just about the game.
Then I'm gonna call my once unbelievable review. Then.
You sure about that? I don't know. It sounds a little bit uptight. I don't know why. I'm so tired. Yeah. Well. So let's actually talk about. So we're talking about you feeling a bit awkward going into the game. Countdown then happened. Dinner, Pedro. That was a bit weird. I was cheering, but then at the same time I was sort of stood there just like, oh, the guy went, yeah, and then I just went like my arms, and I was there going, what? Just like, this is great.
Yeah, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, pretty much. It was just there, just like. It's like this is weird, but you know what? It was decent. Mate, there are a few people saying unbelievable now because of you. Well, Laurenz, what was it? It was an
unbelievable performance, mate.
There we go. Already there. Unbelievable. But 30 seconds in, obviously that happened. Then Kale, then Hazard, then Kante. Now,
and what a goal that was.
Yeah, I know, it was decent. He's clearly been working on the shooting. But Chris Smalling, to be fair, for England international centre-back, you would be expecting a little bit better.
And also the most expensive player in the world just let Kante run past him and he didn't even try to get it off him.
Oh, my God. Let's not even get started on Paul Pogba. Jesus. Can't believe the amount of money that Man United spent on him.
Yeah.
Seb
60
Johnson
million more than we paid for Kante. 60 million more. What a joke.
But a quick thing, obviously, as well, because someone said it in the comments. This is the thing about these, what I love about these hangover reviews and what I love about when we do streams. It's always really scatty. So it's just here, there, and everywhere. So we don't usually really have a structure. But I mean, talking about it.
Can I just ask you something? How was the atmosphere in general?
It was like it is every week. Like to begin with, it's like how we play. It's like 30 minutes, absolutely buzzing, then we drop off. Half time comes, start again, get straight back up again, and then it just peters off right towards the end. And then if we win, it comes back up again for like 10 minutes and everyone goes out. But then after that, it just gets a bit meh. But then Conte, obviously, he was getting the crowd hyped. And that's something we're going to come on to. But first, obviously, as well, let's just quickly run through. Should we just talk about who was your man of the match? Let's talk about that as well, because a lot of people are talking about it.
It's a really difficult one. I mean, Sky Sports gave it to Hazard, didn't they?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Hazard definitely has a shout. You know, he assisted. Well, he put the corner in for Cahill's goal. He scored himself, which was a really good goal. He wasn't involved in Pedro's goal as well. I mean, not that he contributed a lot for that, but he was involved. So I guess he has a shout, but I just think Kante was again the reason why we won. Kante and Moses and Alonso. I just think that the wing backs for us are working so well. Like they're doing so much running. It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
But you know, it really is like the amount of running they do, and like who would have thought Moses is that good of a defender? Like going into the game, I was like, right, okay, if we're going to play the 3-4-3 again, is Moses actually going to be able to deal with, you know, United's attacking threat defensively? And he did. He took pretty much every ball of them. He won every tackle, even won a header.
Yeah, I think the thing with that formation is you have to be very, very disciplined playing there. I think that Alonso is obviously a natural born wing back. He's played that in that formation in Italy with Fiorentina. But then obviously, you know, I just think that Moses, if someone said to you at the beginning of the season, right, you're going to play Victor Moses in a 3-4-3 formation and he's going to be a wing back, I would be sitting there going, not so comfortable with that, not so sure. But now it's actually happened. I just think, you know, he was natural. He's a natural born wing back and he's got the discipline. Plus, I think he's kind of trying to prove a point. And he's proven that point and why he deserves to be in that team. And for me, you know, he's been, Michael Sampson's just said it, Moses is very good on the counter-attack. Yes, Moses and Pedro just completely destroyed Daley Blind on that left-hand side. And the fact of the matter is, when I was doing my tactics video, I don't know if some of you guys watched the ball streak thing that was pinned to our page. You know, I saw it and I saw Daley Blind as a potential weakness where we could be got on the overload. And funnily enough, we on that right-hand side, well, our right-hand side and their left, that was where the majority of our attacks came. Because that, funnily enough, was one of their weaker sides. Potentially, if you were Mourinho in that game, although it was a similar side to what he played against, I think it's the same side he played against Liverpool, apart from Ashley Young. He was, if it was me, I would have played Michael Carrick in the middle, probably. Or Michael Carrick, Daley Blind. I would have probably gone Luke Shaw at left back if he's available, because Daley Blind can move into the field. Yeah, Luke Shaw was fit and didn't play him.
Why is he not playing? That makes no sense.
Luke Shaw is supposedly one of the best young players, or he was supposed to have a breakthrough season this year. If he's not playing, I think he'll be on the move again. But obviously, we're not here to talk about Man United. No one cares. They lost 4-0. So let's obviously go on to our players again. So we're talking about Victor Moses. Alonso, I can't stop singing his praises. What did I tell you lot? I'm not wrong. I am rarely wrong. Like, do you remember last summer when I said Michael Keane's not a good... I said Michael Keane, potentially instead of John Stones. Michael Keane got an England cap. So I was right in the long run, yet again. Get in there. But then obviously, if you look at that back three, John Terry's got a fight in his hands, hasn't he? And then obviously you sent me a text. Zuma's back in the under-23s tonight as well. Gave away a penalty, but you know.
Yeah, he did. Oh well.
Did they score from the penalty? Because I've literally just got back in, haven't I?
Yeah, no, they have. I'm not sure if we equalised by now, but we was trading 1-0.
Right, okay. But yeah, so Zuma's potentially going to come back.
Yeah, he's probably not going to play for the next 2 weeks, but he might do after the next international break. No, but yeah, you're right. John Terry really does have a fight on his hands, and also none of them three have put a foot wrong ever since we changed to the 3-4-3. So, why would he change anything? And to be honest, even though I love John Terry to bits, and I think if he's good enough, he has to be in that team every week. But it makes sense. And Conte keeps saying it. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're playing well, you're in the team. And that's why Chalobah has been getting more and more chances, because he's just doing well. And even though, as I said, I love John Terry, the others aren't doing anything wrong. So why would we drop them?
That's very true. That's very true. But I mean, sort of, saying that, Gary Kay obviously scored yesterday. I was looking sharp. Back three is looking decent. There were a couple of times where United did go through and they were lucky not to score. That's what I thought. They didn't have many clear-cut chances. We were so
probably
much
had
better.
two, didn't they?
Well, there was the one that Ibra had on the turn. If that went in, that would have been contention for goal of the month. Maybe not goal of the season. Obviously, nothing's going to beat that goal from this week. I don't know who scored it. I've forgotten, but it was a really good goal this weekend. I've forgotten who it was. I'll have to look it up. No, that'll be goal of the month. But, I think, it was... there are times where I'm looking at defence going, right, how's Zuma going to fit into this? Terry is definitely on the way out. I think Terry will play Cup, I think, now.
Yeah, he's probably going to play on Wednesday.
He'll start Terry on Wednesday. Love that. Michael Sampson, Chalobah, Nutmeg, Marshall, Herrera. This is why he's so good.
In one move. Like, what a player.
He's a nifty little player. He's a great little player. I really like him.
Yeah, no, it's just it's just so good at the moment. Like, everything's going well. We're smashing teams. We smashed United. We're bringing youth on, and actually not just, okay, fair enough. We were 4-0 up when we brought Chalobah on this time, but against Leicester we brought him on in a quite a tricky time of the game, when they were actually a bit over us, so, like, dominating us. So, like, it's just everything's going well at the moment. Talking about the back three, I think Zuma will simply come in and replace Cahill. I think that's what's going to happen. He's quicker, so that is obviously a huge advantage for him already against Cahill. His last-ditch tackles are incredible, which, if you're playing three at the back, is sometimes needed. So, I'm pretty sure once he's 100% fit, he's going to replace Gary Cahill in that team. Whether Azpilicueta will stay in that team as a centre-back forever, or say this season, I'm not sure, but he's done really, really well.
Yeah. It would be stupid to replace him. He doesn't go forward enough, so you can't exactly say, you'll play him as a wing-back. Because I wouldn't take Victor Moses out of that team around, because Victor Moses is disciplined, he's strong, he's going forward, he's direct. You'd want to, if anyone came out of that back three, I'd say Cahill. Louise hasn't really put a foot wrong, but he's still got a mistake in him. I think if Louise was to make a mistake in the next couple of games, he'd be out and Zuma would be in. I think that's how it would be.
But why would Louise be dropped for one mistake, and Cahill has made 4 this season already, and he's not being dropped?
Yeah, that's true. But obviously, it's keeping people in touch. But it's a pointless conversation till it happens, really, isn't it? It's something to talk about when it does happen. But I mean, this is a question for you guys. Put it in the comments. Who would you replace in that back three for Zuma? That would be a big thing. So I personally don't think that you'd put him as a right wing back, because he just doesn't go forward enough.
I think the only game you could probably do that is against City away. It's maybe not even
play him
that.
as a right wing back. See, I think you just play 5. You would end up just playing 5 at the back against City. I think that's how it would be.
Kind of thing. It would turn out to be that, but still you'd have very free attacking wingers if you play 5 at the back in general. So that means we'd still have our chances.
Yeah. Okay. I guess that's true. Right. Moving on to the midfield. We talked about that 3. Obviously, also Courtois outstanding yesterday. Still not a big fan of him. We'll have to see what happens. Good. He was really good, but I'm still like meh.
Did you see it in the ground, or did you see the video? I think after the first goal, he actually jumped in the crowd like Pedro did.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, no, it was up my. I probably wouldn't see. I was too busy celebrating. But you've got into the midfield. Let's talk about. We'll talk about N'Golo Kante. Fantastic, very good, really, really good yesterday. Ran that midfield. I think now he's got a defensive partner in Matic. I've been harsh on Nemanja Matic this season.
Yeah,
I've been really harsh.
He's
probably the most. He's got the most assists in the league at the minute, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he's doing 4 or 5. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
he's got 5 for Chelsea. But I'm not sure if all of those were in the league.
Yeah. Well, either way, he's turned Matic into a box-to-box midfielder by the looks of things, and Matic is breaking stuff up again like he used to. He looks revitalised over the past couple of games. So obviously, we'll have to see how he plays in the next few games. But he's looked decent. Marcus Alonso obviously amazing. Victor Moses absolutely amazing. I was happy with that. It was a good little performance.
All of them worked really well. Like you, I've been quite harsh on Matic, especially for the first few games against Liverpool and Arsenal in particular. But Yeah, as you said, he looks revitalized, and if he continues like that, what a team we've got on our ends. Like if our defense keeps playing like they have been, and we've got Matic on form and N'Golo Kante ahead of them, no one is going to score against us. Absolutely no one.
No, it's looking good. But let's obviously, I'm still going to be sat on the fence. I'm not going to go and say we're going to win the league. I can't say that. You can't say that. It's tight up there, but you can't go and say we're going to win the league. We're going to win the league because last season you just had to go.
No, but what I do think is that we're in contention and that we're fighting for it.
I'm not saying anything. I can't say anything. I just think top fours. I think we're definitely going to be up there. It's going to be good. A lot of people are talking about Fabregas in this midfield thing. Sorry to go back to it.
I'm not sure if he's available for Wednesday because he obviously missed the weekend's game with a small thigh injury, so I'm not sure if he's available for Wednesday. And someone said we should replace him because he's too old. He's not even 30. He's not playing because he's too old.
He's 30.
He's 29, is he?
He's 30 now, I think, mate.
Might well be, but 30 is still not too old, is it?
30, yeah, 30. Cahill's 30, isn't he?
Exactly. And John Terry is 35. So. 30 is not too old, but he's just not playing because he's too slow, and it just doesn't suit the system. Like in a 4-1-1, I would have had him any day, but in a 3-4-3, he's just not getting the team, is he?
No, he's not going to get in the team. He doesn't have the legs for it, but you know what? Yeah, it's there are going to be players which just don't fit in this team anymore. I mean, I'm not. I know it's different. It's just a part of something that sort of. I'm playing FIFA. I'm doing a career mode, and I know it sounds stupid, and I know it's like that sort of stuff, but I'm doing a career mode at the minute, and I tried fitting Fabregas into a midfield or something and I was doing like let's play 3-4-3. Is how it works. I tried fitting Fabregas in, and it just doesn't work, and it's the same in real life. He just hasn't got the legs, and I just don't think. I just don't think Oscar potentially could do, but he just doesn't create anything. But then I'm looking at it and go, well, Matic is breaking up tackles and creating things at the same time. So I'd have Matic. So he'd be dropped. So if I went right now, Ivanovic would go. He's not going to get any game time in this team anymore. He's finally been put out for his mistakes. Been a great servant, but you know what? He's not working out. Tell you what. A replacement, though, I'll come back to it in a minute. Joel McCollins just had something absolutely amazing as well, and Ayman Balou said something as well, which really works out. So Ivanic would go, Fabregas would go, Oscar will go. That's 3 players gone like that straight away. I reckon Romeo will go as well in the summer once he's come back from his loan, so he can bring in some more players. Lewis Baker potentially could fit into the system. I'd definitely have him as well. But Joel McCollins, there's one player I would buy, and I think he's absolutely brilliant. Ruben Neves. He's a fantastic little player. He moves the ball about really well. He breaks up. He's almost an upgrade on Matic, and he's younger. So basically, you'd be bringing in a fantastic young player and potentially rebuilding that midfield. So it'll be Kante, Lewis Baker / whoever. Chalobah will be looking as well. I don't think Ruben Loftus-Cheek's going to get a look in anymore, personally. I just think he floats too much.
Yeah. Well, about, going on about Ruben Neves, well, he's still in the Portuguese league. So even though he's been doing well, and even if he's doing well in the Champions League, there's still a very different story to playing in England, as you can see with Paul Pogba at the moment. It's not the same. And also, yeah, I like him. Like I've looked at some things he did, and he does look good. But why, if we've got Chalobah in that exact position, who's young, and Ruben Neves would probably cost us 30 million plus. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of signings like that. Like, stop signing young players. Like, either you sign a marquee player or you use the youth. Don't sign someone that's 20, could be good, and then we don't actually know how he turns out. Use our youth for exactly that. There's no point in signing players like that. I mean, yes, we did with Zuma, and it worked out so far anyway. But I don't know. I'd much rather have youth being used for that, and then sign someone big. I don't know, throwing names around. Maybe Pjanic. Well, he just signed for you, but didn't he? So probably not going to happen. But a big name anyway if we want to sign a replacement in midfield.
Yeah, well, what we need as well as a leader, and he's the youngest captain in Champions League history. But you know what? That's another conversation for another day. That'll be something to talk about in the transfer window. When I'm not going to be here at the beginning of the transfer window. Shit, I'm going to be in Australia. That's a good point. If there are any of you which are Australian and watching this, and you're in the Melbourne area, let me know, because I want to come down to the Supporters Club over Christmas and watch some of the games out down there. And I'm going to do a, 100% Chelsea down under. So I need you to get me like the hat, the corks, and a koala and a Chelsea
That was the worst
shirt.
accent I've ever heard in my life.
Well, the thing is with me, if you do an Australian accent, you sound like you're about to burp. But the problem with that is I get a double chin when I do it, and I don't really fancy doing that. So basically, koala bear, Barbie, shrimp.
Loving it.
I get up. But I'm loving life at the minute. It's decent. But yeah, I mean, midfield looks good. You got Chalobah as well, potentially. Loftus-Cheek to West Brom. Great engine with a presence and a good technique. It would take him up a level. He does need a line move, I think. He's not going to play. But we'll move on to that. Let's talk about the front three. Hazard, Pedro,
he was,
and Costa.
Hazard was top class, wasn't he?
He was top drawer. I think those players have gone out there to prove a point, and they proved the point yesterday. And to be honest, based on last season, I think he had the biggest point to prove to Mourinho. And
he just needs to play like that every week. It can't just be against Mourinho. He has to play like that every week. But still, I've got something to criticise him on. He takes too long to decide in the vital moments whether to shoot or pass. Like when we hit them on the counter, Moses played him in after Diego made an impressive run to sort of lead the defender away from Hazard, and then Hazard he took it on, and then you could just see that he wasn't sure whether to shoot or pass it to Diego, and then when he had the shot, it got blocked. Even though the pass to Diego would have been better anyway, because he was in a much better position than Hazard on his weak foot. But I still think he has it in him to score 2-3 goals every 2-3 weeks. I still think he has that in him, especially in that formation when he doesn't have to track back. So obviously he has not get used to the formation, but get used to how much freedom he actually does have, and get used to. You could just go for it, mate.
Yeah. I think that's when we won the league and he had that freedom. I think that's what made him so good. I just think he was shattered, and he was injured when he came back last season after having a few weeks off. He was straight back into the mood, straight back to the swing of things. But that right hand side, there's a lot of talk about
Pedro,
it. You can't.
He was good, but I feel like Pedro was still our worst player yesterday. Like he was still
Pedro
good.
was fantastic. You can't take him out of that team.
Yeah, I mean, but after the goal, yes, his defending was good, even though that's not actually what he's supposed to be doing as a winger in a 3-4-3. But he was good at it. But he misplayed quite a few balls. He miscontrolled quite a few balls. So I don't know. The only thing about whether to play him or Willian would never have scored that goal that Pedro scored.
Never. No, he wouldn't. He doesn't. The thing about Pedro, and I was speaking to somebody yesterday, and he made a very, very good point. Pedro offers that running behind capability, which Willian doesn't. Willian doesn't make those direct runs. Him and Hazard are basically mirror players where they wait for the option. Okay, go. And then it's like they try and jump into it then, and it just doesn't work. And, here you go. Here's a fact for you about Pedro. Robaxian silly killer. What a name. Pedro has 3 assists and 1 goal in 3 games.
Well, you can't complain, can you?
No, exactly. And I just think, I think that Pedro is that player where he offers, he can run in behind and cause problems. And Diego Costa, you got a batter ram who people like top goal scorer this season. People are going to go, right, I'm going to mark Diego Costa out. That's what Eric Bayer is trying to do. Mourinho was going, right, Pedro was crap for me last year. He's not going to do anything right. Right, forget about Pedro. Focus on Diego Costa. He's top goal scorer. Bang, 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 bang. All of that sort of stuff. You look at that, okay, and he's gone. Pedro's going, right, see you later. I'm going to go get the ball and that'll cause problems. We could have scored. We could have gone 3-0 up at the end of the first half, easily. Yeah,
just a few minutes after we actually made it 2-0, when exactly. Pedro won the ball back and tried to play Diego in, and De Gea saved it with his foot. Yeah,
it was. You can't moan. And if you're against that West Ham team, I'm sorry. I think Cresswell is Cresswell banned. I'm not sure. But if Cresswell's not banned, he'll be starting Masuaku on that left-hand side. And Pedro started on Wednesday night. I would be laughing. I'd be laughing. Pedro.
Why is anyone even worried about anyone who plays for West Ham?
Because West Ham are outside.
United.
Yeah, I know, but West Ham, you can't. No, Lass, you can't say that West Ham are a bad team. You saw it last season, and they could easily just turn around today and go right, or Wednesday, just go right. Got Chelsea. I bet it's in the last minutes last time. Let's not let that happen again. We're going to out and beat them. They could easily come out on Wednesday night and absolutely batter us. That's the thing about these clubs. In the Premier League, we could go and play. Who's been promoted this season? Give me any club that's been promoted.
Middlesbrough.
See, this is how bad it is. This is bad. This is bad.
I said something already. Middlesbrough, mate.
Okay, Middlesbrough. We go against Middlesbrough. Victor Valdez, Alvaro Negredo. Two names. One's won the Premier League and was pretty decent at the beginning with Sergio Aguero in that Manchester City team. The other one is absolutely mental. He won so many titles with Real Madrid. I'm talking about with Barcelona. It was brilliant. You played that team. You go right. This is definitely a team I'd be worried about. Gaston Ramirez. He's not a bad player either. The thing about the Premier League is
you're way too worried about everything. Just look what we've done. We've won
I know, but of course,
over the last 3 games.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna be worried about everything. You can't go into it because now I'm worried people are doing is we're sat there and we're now going, right, bring on whoever, and then we could get absolutely smashed, and then it's going to be like head explosion everywhere. We need to be calm. You can't go around and say, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this. Obviously, if we're talking about winning the league, it's October now. Talk to me about it in December. Talk to me about it on New Year's Day. Go, right, this is where we are on the table. This is how many games we've got left. What do you think? And if we're top of the league and we're 3 points clear or 5 points clear or whatever, I can sit there and go, yeah, maybe we can do it. I think there's a possibility there. Or I can look at it and go, we're 4th, 3 points off the pace at the top and go, yeah, maybe. But I think we'll definitely get top 4. It's stuff like that where you just we need to calm it down a bit. I just think a lot of people are looking into this now and going, we got this now, we got this. We need to keep our heads level. As great as yesterday's performance was, when we got lost to Liverpool, when we lost to Arsenal, that's how bad we can be. And I know we've changed the system since then, but someone could go, right, let's go. And this is how we exploit this Chelsea team. You see Victor Moses, he might be disciplined, but if we overload him, this will happen. X, Y, and Z. 3 players go down that side. Bang, 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 bang. That's how you overload it. There's always a weakness in every single team. The
main thing is that the players don't get overconfident. We as fans can, because at the moment we've got every reason to be. And I do think we do have a manager that's clear that's not going to let complacency get into their team. And if something's going wrong in one game, the guy, it might be, I might have been a bit too quick when I called him a genius after the Leicester victory, but he clearly knows what he's doing. Once he's actually said, like, yeah, fuck it, I'm not going to do what you're used to. I'm going to play what you're going to get used to, what I like to play. And, it's clearly been working so far.
Yeah. And
he's got that system worked out. He knows who to play. If it's not working out, he can make a sub. He can do. I fully trust the guy. And if something's not gone well, and say we're 1-0 down at half time, possibly even 2-0 down at half time, that he has a solution to at least get us a draw. I think the guy does have that solution in him, and does have the ability to change it around to get the best out of a game if it's not starting well. So I don't know. I know after last season, we've experienced a lot of shit. But I don't want to be too over, like, what's the word, like, worried all the time, and like, but we could lose and we could mess up and this and that. When we won the league, we won pretty much every week. We knew we were going to win, and we knew we were probably, because we had Mourinho, we were probably going to win by 1 goal, but we knew we were going to win.
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of I get that, and that's I'm now there going right. We've got this manager. He does this really well. He does this really well. Right, this needs to happen. And I look at the players with the squad we got. If Alonso gets injured, I'm sat there going, right, who are you going to play at wing back? Who would you play at wing back if Alonso got injured? Who's there? Who's available?
Aina.
Yeah, potentially, but Alonso gets
He's obviously
sent off.
more like suited to the right side, but I think he could do a job on the left.
Yeah, but it's like if okay, so Alonso gets sent off. You got Man City the next week. You have to play. You're playing a back five. You look at who you got. Aina will go on the right. Aspilicueta will go on the left. This is why, as much as people may hate him, I think Baba Rahman should have stayed, because now if you go look at that left side, we then have an option to go right. Baba Rahman could play on that left hand side as a wing back if we're playing a back 3-4-3, and he wouldn't be doing too badly. Because he could. Do you know what position he won? He got in the team of the year for Bundesliga. Do you know what position he was playing? Left wing back.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that because Augsburg don't play a left wing back. But aside that point, Conte had a look at him in pre-season and he decided he's not good enough. So I don't know. I guess that's fair enough then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what is true that we definitely need a left wing back in January for the exact case that you've been talking about, Alonso being suspended, injured, or whatever, or just need a rest. Yeah, exactly. I have absolutely no idea why he's been loaned out to Watford. Has he been getting in the team? I don't think he has. But I saw in pre-season already, Kennedy has been getting pretty much no game time in that pre-season, and you know, this I guess there's some players Conte likes that we didn't expect for him to like Moses, and there's some players that he doesn't like that we clearly did expect him to like with Kennedy. But you know, just sign someone. You know, if you sign another Marcos Alonso for like less than 20 million, I'm more than happy with that.
We signed him for like 13 million, didn't we, or something like that?
Yeah, I think wasn't it 18? I don't know. Not a lot anyway, considering the market anyway. What was I going to say? I'm not even sure if we're going to play a 3-4-3 against West Ham. I'm not sure because he might give like the main starting 11 a bit of a rest. And as you said, we don't really have a second set of team that can play that formation because we don't really have the players, do we? So I'm not 100% sure if we're actually going to play a 3-4-3 against West Ham.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think I think there's potential for us to win a trophy this season. I think if we beat West Ham, we'll see how we get in the next round, and we'll just progress and see what happens. But
I hope United beat City because you know we can clearly beat United.
I don't think United will beat City somehow. I think they might actually get beaten again. But obviously, we're talking about front three. Diego Costa, we didn't talk about. Big dog Diego.
It's a bit weird that the top scorer doesn't score in the 4-0 win, isn't it? It sounds
he nearly
weird.
Did, though.
He nearly did, and I think he had an incredible game. Like some of the runs he made were like incredibly good. Like he just freed up Hazard and Pedro so many times, and you know he just kept or Bailly, however you pronounce his name, before he got injured, Blind and Smalling busy, and that's why we had so much freedom going forward because he kept them busy. And sometimes it's not just about scoring as a centre forward. Sometimes it's just about offering space for your teammates, and that's what we did. And we won the game 4-0. And you know he's been scoring pretty much every game so far this season, so you can't complain. And you know when we win 4-0, there's no need for him to score. But when it's tight, that's when we need him to score, and that's when he usually pops up with a goal. So I think that's true. That should be all right.
That's true. Okay, cool. So I spoke that too. Let's talk about. Let's just go into these comments, the comment section now. Let's have a look at some of the comments. Ian Kimani, where does Oscar fit now? Do you think Oscar fits in the side anymore, or do you think he might be on his way?
I think he does, depending on the opponent. I think because he does do a lot of running. I'm pretty sure actually Oscar will play against West Ham. Whatever role it will be, I don't know. As I said, I'm not sure if we're going to play the same system. But now Kante and Matic just sort of interchange who's going forward and who's staying back. Because sometimes it's Matic, most of the time it's Matic, but Kante obviously scored. He goes forward a fair amount as well. Actually, before the Leicester game, I actually felt Kante does it more than Matic for some reason. But if Oscar is playing with them, either Matic or Kante sits back a little bit more and doesn't go forward. So I think that would be more than all right. Of course, you wouldn't do it against City, you wouldn't do it against Arsenal, but I don't know, against Sunderland and I don't know, Watford at home or something, you could do it, and I think it would be all right.
Yeah, I guess so. That could be true.
Still 24, so keep the guy. He's good.
Yeah. 9 Wolves 2007. Blimey, I remember when this guy was watching stuff at the very beginning. Mad. Any question marks over Thibaut Courtois? I thought a 20-year-old check was better, personally. I agree. I don't know why we sold check, but you know what? Thibaut performed well yesterday, mate. So that's.
Wait, what was this question? Can you say that again?
Any question marks over Thibaut Courtois? I thought a 20-year-old check was better, personally.
How old was Czech when we signed him? About that age, wasn't he? About the age that Courtois is now.
Let me just check.
Probably
Wikipedia.
Petter. We signed him in 04.
It was 03, I think. Ranieri.
Oh yeah, no, we signed him in 03, and he's 32 now. So yeah, he was 22.
He's 34 now.
Oh, is he 34?
Yeah.
Right. Still 13 years ago. So he was 21.
No, sorry, we did sign him in 2004. You're right. So yeah, no, he was 22 when we signed him.
Yeah. So comparing him to then, he might have been better, yeah. But I think it's really difficult to compare that because 13 years ago is a long time, and I think football in England especially has changed a lot. Because at the moment it doesn't look like the old school English kind of football, which with what we won the league consecutively in 04 or 05 and 05 or 06 is really the way to go forward at the moment. Look at City. If you look at how we've been doing well, and that's definitely not a very defensive setup, even though we've defended a fair amount especially in the second half against United, but that was defending with an attacking purpose and defending so we could break on the counter and not just sitting back, not just parking the bus. That was defending with intent, as I like to call it. So I think football has changed a lot since then, and also the Premier League has gotten a lot stronger. I know it sounds weird because English teams have not been doing well in the Champions League over the last couple of years, but I just think the Premier League got a lot more competitive, and just teams like Stoke, Everton, Swansea, Southampton, they've just got a lot better teams, and it's a lot more difficult to keep 20 clean sheets in a row. Just playing 3 big teams a year, you're playing 10 teams that could well beat you and could well score 3 against you if you don't watch out. So I don't know. I don't really like to compare goalkeepers it's that far apart, but definitely it is a shout that Czech was better. Whether Czech is better now, I'm not so sure. But
I think Czech. No, I agree. I think Czech's the second best keeper in the league behind De Gea. Personally, I wouldn't even put Thibaut Courtois in the top 3 or 4. No, not even top 5. I personally, for what they do for all their teams, I would go De Gea, Czech, Kasper Schmeichel, Ben Foster.
I think you've got to put Lloris ahead of Michael.
Sorry, no, you're right. Sorry, I forgot about Lloris. De Gea, Czech, Lloris, Schmeichel. I would personally say Ben Foster does a lot for West Brom. I think Ben Foster is a very, very good player. But you know what? That's something I'm going to get absolutely slated for. You know what? I'm not bothered. But I think
I think your heart is speaking a bit right now because you're clearly not a fan of his. Because he is good. Look at the saves he made yesterday. He made 2 top-class saves, and
they're not top-class saves. They're normal saves. They're normal saves.
The one off Zlatan, that was an incredible save. The long shot wasn't fair enough because he saw it a long way out. But the one off.
Let's move on before we have an argument. I'm going to hurt you in a minute.
Right, calm down.
Tyrone Stack, thoughts on Todd Gane possibly coming back in for the wingback role? He's still in the squad, isn't he? He's still available. We haven't loaned him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just recovering from an injury. I think he suffered the same injury as Zuma. So he's on the way back, but I'm not sure if he's 100% fit. But I don't know.
Yeah.
The guy's 23. Why would we? I mean, Todd Kane is like, you can't be more Chelsea than Todd Kane is. You simply can't. But Aina, I feel like he's a bit of a better player, and he's younger. So I'd rather play Aina, if I'm honest.
Fair enough. So that's settled. Pro Instinct HD, Louis. So this one's addressed to me, not you. Shut up. I'm going to ask you anyway, though, because I'm a nice person. Do you think we should play 2 strikers versus West Ham in a 3-5-2 formation or 4-2-4? No, I'd just start Batshuayi on his own. I think he should be a player. Yeah, I'd start him on his own. I think that'd be decent. Yeah. Well, that's that question covered. How long?
No, hold on. You might see Ruben starting next to him as a striker again, like you did against, who was it? Bristol.
Please.
I'm not a fan of it, but you might see it.
Gary Paul, does Louis always smack his lip annoyingly? Probably. Costa is a problem for the opposition. Pressures and pressing holds the ball back. Yeah. Right, let's see. Come on, guys. Give us some more questions for us to have a little chat about. Ian Kamini's put another one. Bring back Thorgan Hazard. We've discussed that before. I don't think that's on the cards. No. What's happened? Here we go. Here's one. Do you think we should keep Fabregas as a sub just in case we change the game plan? Should we keep Fabregas as a sub just in case we need to change the game? And he can change the game by playing on balls. Do you think that's something you should consider, or do you think he's going to be on his way out?
I think we definitely need to keep him now until the summer. And in the summer, we can probably revamp the squad and properly give Antonio Conte the players that he actually needs. Sign players that are perfectly suited for their position. Now, if Fabregas wants to stay, he is an option. He's not going to start a lot of games. But if we're trailing and with 20 minutes to go, he is a valid option to bring on to try to give us a goal. And why not? If he's happy to stay, I keep him. It's not like, any players in his position that we were going to sign are going to be on a lot less, wage. And, we need to sign them in the first place. So, if we're going to do that, I'd rather keep him if he's happy to. Which I'm not too sure about. He's been sending people, replying to people on Snapchat and saying he's not going anywhere. His wife has been laughing off rumors about him going to Milan on Twitter. But I think he's not going to leave in January, even though there's going to be so many rumors. But I think he'll stay. But in the summer, he might well be off. Where, I don't know. But I think he might well be off.
Yeah. Right, here we go. Fair enough. That's a pretty decent answer. I agree with that, basically. Sold for good. Team to play against West Ham. Who would you start? What would you play? Would you play for? You know what? I'd just go 4-4-2. I just want to.
Well, wait. Are we going to do a preview or are we not?
Yeah, of course we're going to do a preview. Of course we're going to do a preview. We'll do another live stream because I know how much you guys love live streams. So we'll start doing those again, I think. Yeah, so we'll talk about it in that. So let's do one last question. Hussein Al-Khari, do you think it's going to be between Chelsea and Liverpool at the end of the season, or do you think City will be involved as well? I think City will be up there. Liverpool, it's always their year.
Liverpool are not going to win the league.
They might do, but I don't think
they won't.
They might do.
They won't. They cannot keep that football the club is playing up for the whole season.
No, I'm telling you, Laurenz, it's our year, okay? It's our year. We're going to win the league. Sorry, let me just check the last time we won the league. I wasn't even born, like most of the Liverpool fans I know. So shut up. But yeah, I don't know. They'll be up there. They'll definitely finish top 4. I think us, City, Arsenal, and Liverpool will be top 4. I think Spurs might just miss out, or we might. You never know. It's really tight. It's really hard to tell this year. We're
not missing out. What? I still feel like United will get that top 4.
Let's give me there's so many teams getting that top 4 now.
It's just so unbelievably tight, isn't it? Like the top 5 are inside 1 point. That's just mental.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Um,
I guess so.
Another thing that I wanted to ask you, I heard over TV there was like Jose Mourinho chants going about after we scored the fourth goal. Was that us or was that United fans?
That was us.
All right, fair enough. Did he react to it at all?
Yeah, he did. He did the hand thing. Like he was a hand in his
Yeah,
pocket, and then he just had one out and started doing that.
yeah,
Um,
cheers, mate.
I think I'll be honest. I think a lot of Chelsea fans were doing it, taking the Mickey, just to almost prove that we were over Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, well, whatever it was, I feel like it was a nice gesture, and I feel like that result really helped us move on. I think it was if we lost, there would have been a lot of talk about were we right to sack him and all of this and all of that, and then Conte would have lost the 3 big games that we had this season. So there would have been a lot of talk. So I don't, not just for the table and for our situation in the league, this win was really big, but I just feel like the overall situation at the club, that the win was just hugely important. So yeah, just pleased. So did you want to talk about what apparently Mourinho said to Conte after the game?
We haven't even touched on that, have we? We've been going 45 minutes and we haven't even mentioned that. That's bad. That's bad. I heard what he said was, you could have told me he can only fucking dab to Conte. I would have said the same thing personally.
I mean, my suggestion was if he probably told them, like, if you lose next week, you're probably still going to get sacked. But what apparently he did say is that I still have, because I've read both. First, I read that it was about him, getting the crowd going. And and then I read that it was about celebrating the 4-0 in such an emphatic way, pretty much. So I'm not sure which one it was about, but either of the two, and he wasn't happy about it.
Let's take a look at both of them. First thing to say, before we even go into it, us talking about this beforehand, because it was a big talking point, it was a good job we forgot, and it just goes to show. I always noticed it when Mourinho was the manager of us. He did that. Let me just move this down because there you go. Right. So actually, there we go. So excuse the washing behind me. Let's just wait. Right, there you go. So basically, I noticed it when Mourinho was manager of us. I think everyone did. He tried to deflect. If we got a bad result, he would deflect it to him rather than the players. The big thing that he's done there is he's trying to do exactly the same thing. He's trying to get the media to talk about him rather than the 4-0 defeat. And Mark Chapman summed it up perfectly on Match of the Day. I've got a quote here somewhere. Let's have a little butchers. Where did I put it? Here it is. Oh no, sorry. I'm scrolling. I'm having to it's taken me a while to scroll through because I've got a lot of a lot of stuff taking the mic. Here we go. So I'll write this on my Facebook. So that's the one I'm going. Mark Chapman has said that the Italian media are saying that Mourinho told Conte that Mourinho told Conte that whipping up the fans at 4-0 is humiliating, but that would, and then the key word Mark Chapman said was, but that would deflect from game analysis. Mourinho clearly doesn't have the hold he had on the British media in his first stint round. And, clearly that's him trying to deflect it, and it's not working. So the biggest thing was definitely that 4-0.
Well, mate, you say that, but then again, it wasn't pretty much every front page. Like, yeah, there was the result and humiliation and like the humiliated one or whatnot, but it wasn't every front page, at least in the corner, what he said. So kind of worked. I get annoyed by things like that. Like, why do you need to talk about it? Why do we care what managers say to each other? Like, it simply does not matter. What matters is what happened on the pitch, and it would have mattered if he slated the Chelsea fans, which he didn't. Neither pre the game or after the game. And other than that, I simply don't care what he does. I simply don't care. He can say to Conte whatever he wants. He can ask him to suck his stick after the game, and I wouldn't care. It just doesn't matter. And fair enough to Conte for getting the crowd going, because like you're falling a lot up against Man United and you're getting outsung by the away fans. It just shouldn't happen. And I think it's really, really good that we've got a manager that realizes that and does get the crowd going.
Yeah,
Me personally.
yeah. I mean, I would have got the crowd going because they were louder than us. I think
Yeah,
away fans are
all you can
always
hear is
loud.
them with their stupid Georgie Best song.
Hey, it's not stupid. It's a great song. I want that
Yeah, it
song
is a
to sing at
great
my
song,
funeral,
but-
so we need to change it to about, maybe not Man United. But my favourite song is always going to be, if you want to know about taking the piss, you better go to West Ham and ask Julian Dix about Zola. La, 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 Zola. Love that song.
Sure, it's good.
But I think, it kind of worked. But I agree. I think a lot of people just don't care anymore. And at the end of the day, I mean, we spent ages talking about it, which means we kind of do care. But at the same time, I'm just there going, yeah, I know what you're trying to do, and I know your mind games. But the fact of the matter is, Mark Chapman, when he mentioned it on Match of the Day yesterday, you're watching it, so they would deflect from analysis. So let's talk about the game. And straight away, gone. There was no talking about it. There was 2 seconds at the end of the contest interview and that. And then maybe Danny Murphy or whoever it was, or no, Phil Neville and Jermaine Genius said, yeah, it was bad. Yeah, Man United did this wrong. It was gone, back of their minds. That's how it should be. And I think this isn't me being a butthurt Chelsea fan or anything about Mourinho. And I think it sounds like we're trying to reverse the roles. They're like, oh, we loved him. I still love him. I still love Mourinho because he's still one of our greatest managers. But it's like
he's our greatest manager. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
but it's like at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter anymore. But yeah, it's something which
I just think because we are Chelsea fans, we know so well that it just doesn't matter. Like there's no real point to talking about it properly. Like as in taking it seriously, because we know he's doing it all the time, and we know it's just to deflect attention, as you said. So let him do his thing. I don't mind, him saying whatever he said to Conte, because he always said he's a sore loser. We always knew he's a sore loser, and let's be honest, losing 4-0 to us probably hurts him a lot. So
yeah,
just let it go. It's just let it go.
Let it go.
Doesn't matter.
Let it go.
I'll stop it.
Sorry.
I won't be able to get it out of my head.
I don't care what the Chelsea fans say. Let the storm rage on. Pogba's worth 90 million anyway.
So can I just say something? Why is everyone
I'm
talking
such
about
a loser.
Louis? Right, I'm here as well. I mean, just saying. I mean, yeah, he's cool, but all right. Thank you very much, people.
Well, Laurenz, me and you have been having a little chat beforehand, haven't we? So you're no, you're not.
I'm what?
You ruin things, Laurenz. You ruin things. No.
But hold on to the question by Chelsea. However the fuck you managed to get that name on YouTube, do you think Hazard for the Ballon d'Or simply because you put Louis? No, he's not. Otherwise, I might have said yes, but no.
Oh my god! See, you've made Loz really butthurt now. That's. I've got to deal with this afterwards.
No,
here you go.
Really
look, he's saying it now. Look. Here we go. Here's the question that everyone's been waiting for. Pro instinct.
But you're misspelling my name.
Laurenz Louis, go explain the giveaway. What's this? Ooh, well, people seeing this now, aren't they? Look. Ooh. What's in here, I wonder? Let's have a little look. I think there's a signed John Terry shirt in here, Laurenz. Can you see that? Just in there, that yellow thing. Just that there.
What is it? Are you sure, though? Have you not put it on and, like, I don't know, sweated into it?
I would put it on, and I really want to, but at the same time, I just think it might be a bit small. I'm a bit worried that John Terry's
what size is it, actually? Do you know?
No, I haven't checked. I don't want to take it out of the packaging in case it screws up. But I took it out once already. And
but the sign is
in the number.
The plastic bag on it. Does it not say the size?
Let's talk about the shirt now, and then we'll get back to talk about the game in a minute. Okay.
Anyway, people, while Louis is trying to get that out of his thingy, so if you haven't realised, we've had a huge giveaway in my review after the game. So that's what you have to watch to know what you have to do. So as Louis said, as we've been saying, we're giving away this signed John Terry shirt of the 14-15 season when we won the league, the away kid.
Here you go, guys. Look, there you go. Signed on the shirt. Woo, 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 woo. What size is it? It's a medium. It doesn't fit me. I can't wear it.
I like it.
I like it. There you go. Let's throw it back up. Roll it back up. See, it's legit. It's legit. I've got the papers and everything. It's legit, guys. Don't go and say it's not legit, because
Another question
the guys.
Another question we've received is the giveaway international, or is it just UK or just Europe?
I think we'll have to see. I think we'll have to see how many entries we get from. We will have a talk about it. Thing is, as well, as a university student, I'll be honest, I think it's going to be a bit tough for me to be able to afford to send this abroad. I'll have to see how much it costs, but I'll let you guys go. I
think maybe Europe could work out, but maybe, I don't know, sending it to Australia might go a bit far.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be tough. I'll let you guys know. Okay, here you go. Here's the papers. If you want proof that this is legit, this is the advantage you lot get of watching streams. See, there's only a select few of you now, so you get to see all of this stuff. Here you go. Look, Wall of Fame, certificate of confirmation, John Terry shirt, confirmed, 20th of May, 2016. Papers, everything, all legit. Looking decent, liking that. So, good point. How are we going to contact the winner? The reason we've asked you to follow us on social media is so we can contact you on social media. Because, that's that way we can go and we can do our random selection and then go, right, this person's our winner, and then we'll DM you on Twitter probably. That'll probably be the best way for us to get hold of you. But yeah,
and also, people, if you don't already, follow us on Twitter, because we're really close to 6K. So follow us there.
Yeah, we're really close. Guys, we think, like I said, to win it, Laurenz, do you want to do the honours about how you have to win it and what you have to do to get to win it?
All right. First of all, you have to watch my video because it's incredible, unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
You have to like that. You have to subscribe to the channel. Which why are you not already? Like, why?
Exactly. Idiots.
Then follow us on all our social media, which is Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I mean, we've got Snapchat, but let's be honest, we're probably not going to scroll through that. But follow us there because Louis is flipping amazing on the Snapchat, so do that.
Speaking of that, let me just show you. It was on my personal Snapchat.
And what you can do is share our video, because then you will probably pop up, and your name might get stuck in our name in our minds. So you might be more likely to win the shirt. So do all of that. Do it quickly. We haven't properly decided yet when to officially give it away, but we'll let you guys know.
I don't want to let go of it, Laurenz.
Huh?
I want to keep it. I don't want to let go of it.
Well, it doesn't fit you, mate.
But I'm not going to wear it, am I? I'm going to keep it.
I mean, medium fits
everyone. The thing. I think what everyone remembers, because this, as lovely as it is on my wall, it's not exactly my my wall mural back home, which you were lucky enough to see, Loz. It's
I was.
But yeah, so it's something which is definitely decent. I'm happy with that. But let me just show you guys all the stages, because I cut Laurenz off. No, my phone's died. Oh, damn it. Right, Laurenz, keep talking about it. I'll be with you in 30 seconds. Just keep talking about it.
I mean, I'm not sure when you cut me off, and I don't really know what to say. But I'm just gonna ramble on, because like we said, watch the video, do all the things we said, and you have a chance to win the signed John Terry shirt. Other than that, me going back to the game, I don't know. I don't really know what else to say, because like pretty much covered everything. I mean, there's obviously I remember now. I wanted to say something about whether Willian or Pedro should start. So obviously, what advantage Pedro does have, as we mentioned, over Willian, is that he's way more direct. He gets in behind a lot more, and the disadvantage Willian has is he slows things down a little bit. But I think if you just look at them being a player generally, I think Willian is a better player in my mind. If he puts a bit of work into it, and he gets time to get used to that, I think Willian could actually be a right wing back, because with Ivanovic playing right back, he's pretty much played that already anyway, and that's why he hasn't been that effective going forward until last season, when Hazard has just not been doing his job going forward. So that's why until then he was, we always knew he had an incredible work rate. He helped out Ivanovic a lot, whether that was in the season we won the league or the one before. But I do think there could be a wing back in him if Conte feels like Pedro is the better option to play on the wing. I mean, as of now, I wouldn't drop Moses, whether that's for Willian or whoever. But yeah, it's just a thought that I've got. If Conte decides, and as Louis said, Pedro just has that directness and gets in behind more, and that I think gives us a lot more threat. Because like Moses being the wing back, he pretty much offers what Willian usually does on the wing, and then Pedro does the other thing. So I think that's why it works so well with Pedro and Moses together. But obviously, we say all of that, but we haven't actually seen Willian playing that 3-4-3 properly. Yeah, I mean, was he in the squad against Hull? Do you know, Louis?
Willian?
Yeah, but did he play against Hull, or did his mother pass away after that? No, it was after that, wasn't it?
He played against Hull. But here we go. Wait, went past it again. Damn it. Hold on, where am I looking here?
So...
Okay, wait.
Yeah,
wait. I've got it. Laurenz, I got it.
What have you got, though? I don't know what you're on about.
So, I've said it on literally everything else, but I haven't said it on here yet. And, I may as well just get out, otherwise I could forget to do it. It's 20 past midnight.
Hopeless!
And I just thought, if you're a
That's his personal Snapchat, though, so,
So basically, in my amazingness and just how much of a fantastic person I am, I've managed to get hold of something which you will really, really like. So thanks to ChelseaFan12.com, I managed to get hold of a signed John Terry shirt. Yes, you heard that right, a signed John Terry shirt. And if you want to win it, you just have to literally smash the shit out of social media. And there are a few simple steps for you to follow. So here's Louis' basic guide. Hi, my name's Louis Beneventi, and I'm your host for today. I'm going to be showing you how to win shit, because this is Louis' basic guide to winning shit. Step 1, you have to make sure you're subscribed to 100% Chelsea on YouTube. Once you've done that, make sure you head over to Laurenz's Chelsea vs Manchester United match review and share the video. Step 3, make sure you're following us on Twitter. Step 4, make sure you like our Instagram page. The step after that is very simple. Make sure you like our Facebook page. The step after that is even better. I'm telling you that now. Make sure you follow 100% Chelsea on Snapchat. So basically, this is what you have to do to potentially win a signed John Terry shirt, and we're picking one winner at random. So considering I've just made a complete arse of myself, I suggest you go and do it, because this is Lou's basic guide to winning shit. So yeah, go and no, stop. 1, that was a lot of effort to do. 2, you need to go and do that. And 3, it would really help me out, so I'd really appreciate it. So if you're a Chelsea fan, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Snapchat, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and also share the video. And like I said, considering I've made an arse of myself, and always do when I make some fucking brilliant Snapchat stories, I think you should do it. Plus, not considering you're going to be one-upping me by winning a John Terry shirt, which I can't have, I'm just a great person in general. So I hope you enjoyed my PR and marketing skills at their finest. And also, that was Louis' guide to winning shit.
You're a bit of a nut, aren't you?
Wait.
Music is very relaxing. I've watched that last night and I just couldn't stop laughing.
I'm not giving away my personal Snapchat, unfortunately, but that's a taster of something similar you could see on 100% Chelsea. When Laurenz was over for the West Ham game at the beginning of the season, I just pissed him off in the car the whole journey home, just playing random music.
It didn't piss me off. I was loving it.
I'm loving it. It's unbelievable. But yeah, actually, good point. People ask me top loads to the Boogaloo. Next week, I'm starting a podcast, and I'm going to film that. And it's going to be uploaded to Boogaloo. That's going to be the first video in a while. I know I need to start uploading again, but it's been a bit weird. But
why the fuck am I hearing about this now for the first time? I mean,
because I don't really tell you things. Well, you can't be on it, Laurenz. Not for a while.
Well, maybe I can.
No, maybe I don't want you. Oh, drama at 100% Chelsea. Quick, drama that's going to get on us. Oh! It's Keemstar. Let's get right into the news. No, please don't. But we've basically just covered everything. Oh, people are asking what the Snapchat account is. It's CFC 100%, the word percent, and the numbers 100. Yeah. But yeah, that's basically everything. I think we're done now. Oh, Laurenz, you're frozen.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, there we go.
And he killed my joke. He killed my joke.
Which one's your joke?
Yeah, I said, don't tell me I can't do things. I've got my mum for that. And I think I froze while saying that. So
yeah, well, okay,
yeah,
fair enough.
It's not that funny now.
Yeah, no. But anyway, guys, make sure next week I'll be letting you know about that. I will be doing a video on the Boogaloo this week. I need to. I promise. There will be one. Like I said, the problem when I said I'd do a review of the Champions League final, everything was packed up on my computer. And then by the time I'd done it, there wasn't really anything to talk about. And everything that I was talking about was already on Ball Street. So that stuff, it was a bit difficult. And Brexit was just, I was too annoyed about that. You couldn't really talk about that without getting really emotional. But yeah. Aki and Pattern says Laurentz's vids are incredible. Actually, they're unbelievable. But anyway, guys,
You heard it here first, mate.
You heard it here first. But also, another thing, Matthew Harding's tribute yesterday, absolutely brilliant for Roman Abramovich. We'll just touch on that quickly. Amazing. Laurenz, can you give Chelsea a kiss? Give it a kiss.
You're talking about the Chelsea. Oh yeah, the Chelsea.
Chelsea. I'm not giving you a kiss. I'm not giving you a kiss. I'm not giving you a kiss. Laurenz, kissing for me.
I already did.
No! People are asking about Brexit.
Louis, what did you do?
Oh,
how about I just talk about it because I'm not properly affected. If I need a visa to go to England and watch Chelsea, I'm gonna get fucking mental because I'm not happy about it. If that doesn't happen, I don't care.
Can we not talk about Brexit now, please? Because there's no point talking about Brexit. It's done.
Well,
it's done. My country's screwed. But, you know, yeah, obviously, all the talk of Matthew Harding yesterday, everything we did, absolutely brilliant. Family coming on the pitch, absolutely amazing. So well done, Chelsea Football Club, on that. But we've now been going for an hour and 10 minutes. We've only spoken about Chelsea for about 45 of them. The rest of the time I've been fannying about on my Snapchat and stuff like that. But yeah. Anyway, guys, let's wrap it up there. So, to win that John Terry shirt, make sure you watch Laurentz's video, share it, like it because it makes him happy. Subscribe to the channel. I've said that already. Subscribe to the channel, watch Laurentz's video, share it, follow us on Snapchat, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook. Have I missed anything?
No.
Well, you got to do those 7 things and you have a chance of winning it. If you don't have Twitter or something, then sign up to it because we're not going to pick you. You know, there's no special inclusions here or whatever. But, guys, that has been your roundup, your hangover review, and just general messing about like it used to be on 100% Chelsea. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, there it is there. I will be uploading to Boogaloo soon, and there will be a podcast available. There is a 100% Chelsea Twitter there as well. So subscribe to 100% Chelsea. All social media links are down in the description: Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and I've not missed anything. Yeah, thanks, Laurenz, for coming on. Thank you for doing your video yesterday. And if you want to win this bad boy, do all those things. So we will see you guys soon. Laurenz, you want to sign out?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having me on the stream again. I mean, it's not like I'm a guest anymore, am I now?
You're
but yeah,
special,
you know, aren't you sweet? Anyway, no, I had a good time. I just love Hangover reviews because they're like, you know, just chilled. We can just have a chat and just, you know, especially when we win, it's just enjoyable. So yeah, no, do everything Louis said because why not? And also, if you want to win the shirt, you have to. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.
All right, ta-ra. It's yeah. See you later, guys. Bye.